me walking outside. It's only 70 today, and it's supposed to be this cool all weekend, so I'm going to be getting some hiking in, because it's perfect weather for me. I like the 70s. You don't sweat, you don't freeze. It's like happy medium. But we've been in weather advisory, heat advisory for days upon days, and we're getting a break because of the hurricanes coming in. So we appreciate, not that we appreciate the hurricane, but we appreciate the cooler weather, trust me. So alright, I'm tapping in here on this debate of, it's now, if you have a mental illness, you can technically now be committed without your consent. And what does that mean? First of all, everybody, let's not get nervous, because you have to be founded unable, like, you literally, if you go to court and you're trying to get out of a crime and you have to prove you're insane, you have to prove you're insane to be committed. And it's going to be really hard to commit people who are of sound mind. And just because they make laws doesn't mean that those laws are going to stick in a courtroom. So anyone with a semi-decent fucking attorney will be able to get you out of going to a facility if you are an American citizen against your will. And trust me when I tell you, this shit isn't going to fly for very long. But that said, you can also turn around the weapon they tried to form and use it against our very own president, because the last time I checked, narcissism was a mental illness. Compulsive lying is a mental illness. And he has two of those characteristics without even needing an expert to do an exam. And I bet you he would not pass a narcissism test. And if narcissism is a sign of mental illness, then I say, America, we should have our president committed, because he's unsafe for himself and the rest of the world. See how that works? Double-edged sword. All this fucking shit about homelessness being illegal, they made being homeless illegal. Okay, so how do you remove a homelessness from a homeless situation? How can a homeless person get, it's like a setup. It's like, if you think that's going to eradicate homelessness by making it illegal, just take a gander at the history of drugs. Drugs have been illegal since their invention, and yet they get worse, continuously worse, every fucking year. So making it a law that to be homeless is illegal isn't going to eradicate the fucking problem. It's going to create 10 new ones. Like the fact we got real fucking criminals. Now you're putting innocent people who are non-violent, not addicted to drugs, no reason to be in jail. You're subjecting them to some really fucking harsh criminals, because this country, it costs too much to live. Our minimum wage does not at all match our fucking bills. And all you Republicans, yeah, I'm gonna say it because majority voted against raising minimum wage. Okay, how come nothing's getting cheaper and everything's getting more expensive? And now homelessness is illegal? How are you not attacking poor and middle class people? Every benefit has been for the upper class, which we all knew both of your pansy asses were going to do. You were always going to side with the 1%. Let's not get it fucking twisted. Red or blue, the same shit would be happening. I'm so tired of it. Don't act like this wasn't the agenda from day one. Why else would the fucking Patriot Act be implemented and still exist? The fucking war is over, and yet you won't take the Patriot Act out. This has always been their plan. Slowly inducing martial law. Y'all been asleep since 9/11. I don't know what to tell you. I've been preaching this for fucking years. How they're gonna slowly attack every fucking human right until you have none. You think mental illness is a problem? Wait till they come for your guns. And honey, that's next. Oh, it's gonna be bad. Because if people can be committed against their will, and people also own the right to a gun, it's gonna get a little complicated. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have a lot more police deaths and a lot more civilian deaths that all could be avoided by using your fucking brain. How does putting a homeless person in jail help anyone? All it does is make the taxpayer, hi, that's us, pay more money. And the fact that they made mental illness illegal, you're attacking homeless people. You're attacking poor to middle class. And don't you know, smart president that he is, the majority of the people in the United States, they're not rich. They're not the 1%. They're the poor, being crushed under the boot. And you just keep on kicking and just keep on kicking and just keep on kicking. What happens when all of us stop fighting each other? Because that's what you want right now. You want everyone bitching at each other, focused on other Americans and not on the fact that you're waging war on the majority holder. This president is not for anybody but himself. And that's not just because he's a Republican or a Democrat. Every single motherfucking president you ever put in that house was for themselves and their own agenda. Why they keep making money after their presidents, coming out with books. I'm going to go do a pep talk or a TED talk. I'm going to continuously stay fresh and make money on it. It's a gimmick that needs to die. So, I say again, America, if you watch my thing the other day, what do you want to do about this? They're attacking the majority of people, which is poor middle class. What happens if the poor and middle class don't go to fucking work? Ever again. What if we just sit the fuck down? Because everything costs too much. Why even play the game? We're going to get arrested if we're homeless. Everything keeps going up and you canceled raising minimum wage. So, if you're going to make our lives hard and we got nothing left to fucking lose, game on, homies. Game on. And I'm not talking about bitch ass charging the White House. That's fucking Trump change. Get it? Trump change. We're going to attack the systems that you need most. Banking. Warehouse industry. You want to promote American business? What happens when you can't move any of your fucking goods? Because every poor and middle class person being attacked isn't going to let you through the highway or the throughway. What are you going to do when there's nobody at the fucking hospitals for your 1% to save their lives? Because, you know, us low, poor class nurses just can't afford to miss any more work today. For our kids' shit. Oh wait, did you commit our kids because they're not following directly to your orders? So now we're too mentally distraught to come to work because you committed our people for no fucking reason. You can come up with bullshit, so can we. We're better at it. You know what I mean? It's time. It's go time. And I'm done. Anytime I hear anybody out here bitching in these fucking streets, I'm gonna look you in the face and, what are you doing about it? What are you doing? You're gonna play the fucking game? You're gonna, oh, they made this a law. They made this a law. Fuck that law. They ain't shit in the grand scheme of, okay, so say there's 7 billion of people on Earth. About 7.5 billion of that is poor and middle class people. So, I just heard game on. Civil war in action. I didn't want it. I knew it was coming. I knew stupid dumbass Trump or bitch ass, whoever got in here. It doesn't fucking matter. We'd get here. Because this is what they want. This has always been the agenda. So fight back or shut up, America. What are you doing about it?